Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a Southern Kentucky organization has noticed an increase in homelessness while it continues to fundraise. And the Bluegrass State could be expecting its biggest voter turnout in decades due to more people registering.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. We are just past 6:30 on Tuesday, February 20th. Now let's send it over to meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning.
Good morning, Olivia. Good morning, everyone. Beautiful sunrise in progress as we check out our view outside our studios. And again, if you weren't with us last half hour, that is Venus right up here. That is rising above the horizon in advance of the sunrise this morning. Mid-20s again, last check here in Hazard. Another beauty today as well as tomorrow before we start to deal with the changes to wrap up the work week, and then a shot of cold air, but it's a short visit this time around, and it's not as cold as it was this past weekend. That's for sure. Temps basically in the 20s. Some of us are in the 30s like Jackson and Moorhead, Pikeville, Wise, and then as you make your way into Fayette County, Lexington, also in the lower 30s. There are the clouds coming in advance of a disturbance right there. That disturbance is losing its punch, and there's a few showers as you make your way down toward Nashville. But nonetheless, we're just going to deal with the cloud cover issues here, averaging out to being a partly cloudy day, meaning we're back to the sunshine and the blue sky heading through the afternoon, just like yesterday afternoon. Today's high in Hazard up to 56. More about the First Alert 7-day forecast. That's coming up in just a few moments. Olivia?
All right, Tim, thank you. New billboards in Floyd County are bringing one family's search for justice from the hills to the highways. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has more from Amber Spradlin's family.
Since June, the family of Amber Spradlin has been waiting for a sign that justice will be served.
When I first saw the billboard, all I could do was cry. It was her larger than life.
Last week, with the support of the group Justice for Amber, they made that sign themselves.
Doing it out of grief and love. And we know it won't bring her back, but she didn't deserve to die the way she did.
Placing a photo of a smiling Amber on two billboards in Floyd County, one in the Allen community and the other in Prestonsburg, to serve as a daily reminder of what has been described as her gruesome murder.
When the people that are involved in this horrible thing drive by and see these billboards, that maybe it will make them feel like they need to come forward.
Spradlin's family hopes the new memorials in high traffic areas will keep driving the journey for justice forward.
I don't think it's going to faze the person or persons that actually did the murder, but maybe the people that are surrounding these people, it may make them have a conscience.
Saying everyone who drives by will know they do not plan to stop until her murderer is in jail.
The wheels of justice are moving. A little bit slow. We are still very hopeful that it's not going to be very long.
And there is justice for Amber. In Floyd County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
These signs were paid for by the budding nonprofit being created in Spradlin's memory. Her family hopes to use it to keep the signs up until justice is served, and then to fund a program to help children, which they say Spradlin was passionate about. A Florida man is facing charges after he reportedly told police he was using his cell phone while he crashed into another vehicle. It happened Sunday night on Interstate 75 in Laurel County, about 8 miles from London. Deputies say 49-year-old Jonathan Brantley rear-ended another vehicle. A pregnant woman was in the vehicle that was hit. The woman was flown to a hospital. Brantley was taken to the Laurel County Correctional Center. A Michigan man is behind bars after police say they found drugs on him. It happened in the early morning hours Sunday. Deputies with the Knox County Sheriff's Department say they learned of large quantities of meth and fentanyl being delivered to the Corbin area After an investigation, police say about 3 ounces of suspected meth and fentanyl were found in 29-year-old DeMarcus Johnson's possession. Johnson was taken to the Laurel County Correctional Center. In Madison County, the sheriff's office is talking about efforts to get drugs off the streets. The sheriff's office says in the last 5 years, deputies have seized more than $2.6 million in drugs. That includes more than 10 pounds of heroin, 8 pounds of fentanyl, and close to 4 pounds of meth. The sheriff's office says the amount of fentanyl seized in the last 5 years was enough to potentially kill 2.5 million people. A Southern Kentucky organization is seeing an increase in homelessness. Those with Somerset's Help the Homeless say drug abuse, mental health concerns, and other factors are leading to the jump in people losing their homes. They're now working to reverse the trend. They're working with shelter people and give them necessities, but they're dealing with some limitations.
It's just overwhelming, the need here in Pulaski County, that there's just limited resources, and we are solely community supported.
Help the Homeless says they see an average of 60 to 70 people in need a day and keep around 10 people overnight. The organization has several fundraising events. One is coming up this Wednesday night. We have more information on that and other links to ways you can help on our website. 1 nickel doesn't seem like a lot of money by itself, but when numbers at the pump begin to rise, that 5 cents adds up to a lot more. According to GasBuddy.com, the price of gas has increased nearly 5 cents in just 1 week. Diesel has increased 10 cents. The surge has many asking why. Gas Buddy's head of petroleum, Patrick DeHaan, says it is because the largest refinery in the Midwest had an electrical outage at the beginning of the month, and the results are hitting your wallet.
That refinery can produce up to 10 million gallons of gasoline every day, and that refinery has been mostly shut down as a result of that.
He shared that even though post-Valentine's Day typically marks an annual increase, 2024 is unique because surges of winter weather started that increase earlier. The numbers are out for voter registration for the month of January in Kentucky. Secretary of State Michael Adams announced there were about 6,700 new voters that registered last month, marking the 10th consecutive month that numbers have increased. In a statement, Adams said that the numbers suggest November could have the highest voter turnout in decades. And if you have not registered, there is still time before the May primary. April 22nd is the last day to register for the primary. The last day to request an absentee ballot is March 5th. The last day to register for the general election in November is October 7th. Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation is putting their health care on wheels. The healthcare provider now has a mobile health clinic. Corporate Compliance Officer Chris Bates says it is equipped with several items that can be reasonably stocked. Bates says they plan to open it in early spring.
Once we have the mobile health clinic schedule up and going, we will have that schedule available on our website at mchcky.com, and patients will be able to call and schedule for the mobile health clinic.
Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation serves 7 counties in the region. Bates says people can walk in to be seen without an appointment as well. Eastern Kentucky educators recently visited Houston to attend the Science Exploration Educators Conference. The educators were from Bell County Schools and Middlesboro Independent. They were selected by astronaut John Schaffner. The attendees were able to access top-level resources and make industry connections. They also got a behind-the-scenes tour of NASA and a private tour of Axiom Space. Now, could the next American Idol have a connection to Butcher Holler? Loretta Lynn's granddaughter, Emily Russell, auditioned for this season of ABC's American Idol. Emily is the daughter of Patsy Russell, one of Loretta's twin daughters. Emily will appear on next Sunday's episode. You might remember that she sang Lay Me Down with Willie Nelson's son Lucas during Loretta's memorial service on CMT. The Johnson County native died in 2022 at the age of 90. And tickets for Keeneland's spring meet in Lexington go on sale today. Races run every Wednesday through Sunday from April 5th through the 26th. Tickets for dining, grandstand reserve seating, and general admission are available.
The countdown to Keeneland. The ambiance, that's for sure. Temperature-wise, lower 20s, lower 30s as we go from one end of the temperature realm to the other temperature realm across eastern and southern Kentucky on this Tuesday morning. And yes, clear skies in the overnight period, but we're tracking this incoming disturbance, which is losing its punch. You can see a significant decrease in the shower action, and the high-resolution short-term model guidance over the last couple of hours has been spot on. So like we indicated yesterday, we would deal with some cloud cover issues as we head through your Tuesday. The good thing is that we deal with the cloud cover issues this morning, and then we're back to the bright, beautiful sunshine and that gorgeous Kentucky blue sky for the afternoon, and a high and hazard to 56. Can we keep the sunshine rolling on? We'll let you know. Your first alert 7-day forecast is coming up in just a few moments. Olivia?
Thanks, Tim, and thank you for joining us. We are coming up on 6:42. Still to come on Mountain News this morning. The White House is working on a plan of action in response to the death of Putin's top opposition, Alexei Navalny.